Topic of this video is Soyboys and Less-Beyonds. Okay, Less-Beyonds. What I mean by Less-Beyonds, we already know what soy boys are. Okay, already discussed that in detail in previous videos. What I'd like to talk about here is a little bit more about Less-Beyonds. Okay, Less-Beyonds. Less-Beyonds are nothing but the female version of a soy boy. Okay, that is the name I give it. Less-Beyonds. Okay, they're on the verge of being a lesbian, but they want to hide, so they're like really closet lesbians. There's closet homosexuals and then there's closet lesbians. Okay, so Less-Beyonds, soy boys and Less-Beyonds, man. That will comprise, okay, the future of America in less than 5 years. I would say less than 5 years. It will compose, a majority will be Less-Beyonds and soy boys. Okay, Less-Beyonds controlling soy boys which are infantilized manginas. Okay, pretending to be men, but they're not really men. They got no balls, you know. They got no guts. Okay, you really think these motherfuckers will go out here and deploy with me in World War III? Motherfuckers can't even do like a single push-up, man. They won't even run the miles that I run. You see what I'm saying? Like, no athleticism, no cojones, crying over the smallest shit, drinking soy all the time, you know, crying over the smallest thing, complaining about toxic masculinity. Yeah, they're complaining about that shit too. And it's not just the bitches that's complaining, the toxic women that's complaining, you know, about quote-unquote toxic masculinity. It's these soy boys too, man. The soy boys are all around California, bro. I'm telling you. You see that building on the right of the picture? These wasteful colleges spend their money on infrastructure. You know, they spend it on fancifying the buildings while making their courses, you know, extremely expensive. The last course I took in college, like 3 years ago, you know how much the textbook cost me? $200, man. It's like 200 something bucks. See what I'm saying? You're paying $200 something for a fucking textbook. That's like one textbook, the fucking thin ass textbook, man. This whole freaking society is degenerating, bro. Like, you know. And these soy boys and Less-Beyonds, they don't want to put forth the effort to get what they deserve, man. They want the most accolades, the most rewards for the least amount of effort, you know. Less-Beyonds and soy boys, man. That's what it is. And I told you before the reason for this, you know, putting estrazine, spreading GMOs, which were sprayed by glyphosate. Okay, glyphosate and estrazine, if you put those on water, it lowers testosterone and increases estrogen. So you see what I'm saying? It's, do your research. I've done my research already. Look this up, you know. Look this up. Don't just believe me. Look this up. All I can tell you is I'm a science major, and that's what it is. You know, I used to be a science major when I was in college, man. You know. It's not just magic. It's not just accident. Okay, it's not all this thing. all these things that are happening in society nowadays, it's all been planned, bro. It's all been planned in the very beginning. I've seen this thing unfold right before my eyes. I couldn't do anything before. I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't make no moves because I was in the military. I was committed. I was in a contract. You would go to jail if you're gonna freaking leave the military with no notice, okay? If you're a civilian, you can just quit your job and like, hey, you know what? Getting the fuck out of here, man. So you couldn't do that, okay? You couldn't do that, and if you're in the military, you will go to jail, okay? So now that I'm a civilian for a while now, I planned, already figured out the banking. See, I told you before, like months before I made this channel. In my former channel, I told you I'm gonna figure out how to do the banking, so I could keep getting paid monthly, so I can relocate somewhere, okay? So that's exactly what I did, and this is where I'm at right now. So leaving in April. So you see what I'm saying? There's a transition, there is a progression in my life. I'm not just some freaking random YouTubers like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then they never really do it. So you see what I'm saying? That's how I compare with other YouTubers who tell you, oh, I've been here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. I'm actually somebody who's doing, what he tells you he's gonna do. Okay? Told you I was gonna run a 5 kilometers. I just gave you a review on my former channel of what went down in the fucking 5 kilometer run that they held up here in Ventura, and it wasn't the best freaking course. What they did was they fucking didn't pull good security. So there's people that's like fucking crossing the road as you're running the fucking race, and you have to like dodge them and shit. I had to fucking jog in place for like 5 minutes so these fucking people can go cross the road and shit. So there goes my time. You see what I'm saying? How can you call that a race? This is it only happens in fucking Soyboy, fucking blue pill simp mangina state, like California, man. Like I lost like 5 minutes on my fucking time and shit. I was gonna run that shit in like 15 or 14 minutes. So you see, I lost like 5 minutes, so I have to jog in place because these piece of shit fucking security, the people that are supposed to be stopping the people from crossing, the people are supposed to like go all the way around, okay, or wait for us to finish. They let them go, like fucking walk across the road and shit. So I ended up like freaking out. Some people almost, I think like some of the people actually crashed on them or something. Like these motherfuckers, they tried to cross the road and shit, man. They tried to cross the road, and they know there's a fucking race and shit. There's a fucking race going on. People like running 4-minute miles, 5-minute miles, and they're out here like fucking chickens, crossing the road and shit. You're gonna get run over with that shit, And there's even like barriers and shit. There's like roadside, there's like cones and shit like that, And there's people, I think the management fuck up, and they put the fucking high school people so they can save money on this shit. These motherfuckers are like fucking, they're trying to save money so they can pocket the money and shit. So instead of like hiring real security people to guard the event, what they did was they hired fucking, they put the high school students up there so they don't have to pay them for shit. They put it as like I'll give you a high school, it's gonna be a volunteer credit for you, like your experience working in security, but you're still in high school. They put it as some quote-unquote school volunteer bullshit, man. So that's why I lost fucking 5 minutes on my time, It's fucking bullshit, man. So soy boys and fucking, man, just plain soy boys and Less-Beyonds, Less-Beyonds, man. Lesbians are freaking, they're immature, they're freaking arrested development. They're just like, they're the female version of a soy boy. That's what it is. So if a soy boy is feminized, is emasculated, the Less-Beyonds are masculated, okay? They're masculated, but it's fake masculinity. You know, it's real masculinity. It's they can't understand it and shit, man. Real masculinity is not fearful, it's not coward, it's not obedient, okay? Only a child, only somebody who's younger than you, who's fucking younger, is like a younger than a teenager, is supposed to be obedient, okay? The quote-unquote innocent kids, that's who you're supposed to teach to be obedient. It's not us. It's not like men like me in their 30s and their 40s. You know, you're telling us to be fucking, you know, obedient. That's bullshit, man. I'm gonna make you fucking submit if you tell me to be fucking subservient. Tell me to be fucking obedient and shit. Like, who the fuck do you think you are and shit, you know? Just a fucking soy boy, emasculated mangina, and a Less-Beyond pretending to be like me. You can't pretend to be a man. You can't replace man. Can you replace somebody who's creative? Can you replace somebody who isn't a carbon copy of another being? Okay, another demonic being. So, you know, that's how you can tell I'm not one of them, man. I'm not one of these idiots. Who pretend to be somebody else, okay? Who is just a carbon copy of another being. Drive around the neighborhood a little bit and I make this video, you know. Can't freaking go to the park because the organic portals, the NPCs, they're gonna crowd me up again, you know. I really don't think these NPCs, these organic portals, I don't think they can sense energy. What they can sense is the products of somebody who's creative, okay? Somebody who's creative, somebody who has a spirit, or an original spirit, who's not a carbon copy of another. If you're not copying anybody, if you're just being yourself, of course you're gonna stand out. Of course I'm gonna stand out. If I'm a man, if I'm not a mangina, if I'm not a soy boy, of course I'm gonna stand out, man. That's probably why they're going after me and shit, you know. It's also like their attacks is mostly like covert, narcissistic and shit. It's covert, you know. But they think I'm not seeing it, but I'm seeing it as clear as day, okay? And notice how if you're just a straight heterosexual man and you're living in a blue pill simp mangina state like California and other states out there, they'll go after you. They'll pull all kinds of, you know, covert tactics, like they lie about you, they fucking talk shit about you behind your back, you know. And then all of a sudden your supervisor is like treating you like shit, and you're wondering like, how the fuck, like, I didn't do shit, like how come these motherfuckers like treating me like shit, you know, like giving me all the work, you know, making me work and the others get to relax and shit. You know, have you ever experienced that? You know, I've experienced that multiple times. Fucking OP right there, man. Motherfucking OP right there. Like, what the fuck are you doing standing up there? You know? I just looked at the mirror, the rear view mirror. He just crossed the road and shit. He almost freaking got ran over. You know? People are on drugs or some shit, man. So what I'm gonna do for the rest of my days up here, the rest of the months, I'm just gonna kill time, and just basically, you know, every time I get inspired to do a video, I'm gonna make a video like this. And if you have any questions regarding the Philippines and regarding travel, regarding all that, I'm gonna give it to you fucking 100% information based on my personal experience, and I'm not gonna charge you shit. You know, just ask me any questions right there. You want what you want to know, okay? Coming from the States. As far as like airport, you know, airline tickets, where to find a good deal, how to find a good deal, how to buy, how to purchase your ticket. I'm just gonna give it to you and shit, man. I'm tired of these fucking idiots giving you bad information. These stupid fucking not all of them, but some expats are trying to make money off of you. You know, regarding the information when it comes to Southeast Asia, the Philippines or something like that. When the information is in Google and shit, man. It's in Google, and if you Google deep enough, just like you did in college when you did research work, you can find out the truth, man. You know? That's why when I told you like about Soyboys, about Less-Beyonds, okay? I didn't come up with this shit on my own. I found out about them. I saw them and shit, man. I saw people talking about this shit, and I just renamed them, you know, on my own, and I give you more details. Because people, they give you half truth, okay, to confuse you, because we are living in satanic America. This America that you know, this is not a Christian America. This is a satanic America, man. Everything is flipped over backwards. Emasculated women and emasculated men. Isn't that what you're seeing? That's exactly what I'm seeing, bro. And I'm living right here in Hollywood, California, man. Not in Hollywood, but Hollywood is here, okay? And I do have friends in Hollywood Boulevard. You know, spoken about this in the previous video. You know, Tom Cruise, fucking Brad Pitt. You know, like in the news, which is a NOOSE, which is news. Also, it's like you're hanging yourself in the news. They like to talk about, you know, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, fucking Keanu Reeves. Oh, he's already 50 years old, and he look young. Oh, he doesn't look 50. Oh. When we know there's fucking Photoshop, okay? And then these actors and actresses, they lie about their age, bro. It's cooked up, okay? Your reality is cooked up. Watch this. Fucking soy boy right here, watch. You see that? You think I'm lying to you? What is that? Fucking soy boy, bro. Soy motherfucking boy, man. I'm telling you. You're looking for Armageddon and shit like that, it's another one right there. Another one bites the dust, okay? It's a certain look, the freaking skinny jeans, okay? Freaking man bun, fucking thick facial hair, you know, just like in the days of Noah. That's what it is. See the OPs, man. OPs are out. It's a sunny day and the OPs are gonna be out. I mean, have you ever noticed, like, I'm serious about that, have you ever noticed the people that, even if they're not dressed like that way, okay, since you're maybe living in a red state, okay, red states, they have their own version of a soy boy in the Less-Beyond, okay? It's like, it's in their attitude. What gives it out, okay? What gives it out is in their attitude, the way they treat you, okay? Like, if a woman wants to, if a woman is normal and not a toxic woman, if she wants something out of you, then she'll ask you. The way she asks you is, sincerely, okay? It's like, it's very, very sincere, and it's not very sincere, but just sincere, and just, straight up asking you for a favor. But the thing is, these idiots, they would have an attitude about them. It's like, they sound condescending, and they freaking, passive aggressive and shit, man. It's like they're trying to squeeze, like you're a lemon, and they're trying to squeeze the last juice out of you, like you're maxed out already. If you're like playing sports or something, you're maxed out already. You're the MVP, and they still want you to fucking play and shit, man. They still want you to fucking lead the game, and you're already tired and shit. And it's the fourth quarter, the fourth quarter in basketball or some shit like that. So it's like, what I like in this is, for example, like you're playing basketball, and then you're MVP, and then you're already way ahead of time, okay? The score would be like, 80 points on your team, and then there's like 50 points on the opposing team. And what these motherfuckers want to do is like, oh, score more. Bring him in, bring the MVP in. Like, you're tired as fuck because you scored so much. And it's like the last freaking 10 minutes of the game or something. Or not 10 minutes, but the last 5 minutes of the game or some shit like that. And they still want you to max out, freaking get injured or some shit. My point is, since they look at you as this masculine guy, okay, if you present yourself as this masculine guy, if they see you as that, okay, you don't have to present yourself, because they're gonna know and shit by your products, by the way you move, what you wear, or some shit like that, because masculinity is subconscious, okay? I can't make masculinity up. I can't make up fucking, I can't like all of a sudden like switch to fucking, to some other gender or some shit, because I'm not fake, okay? They can do that. They even have the tranny shit going on, so I can't do it because I'm not fake, okay? So that's what it is. But remember what I told you, okay? If you have any questions regarding the Philippines, regarding, visas or some shit like that, go ahead and ask in the comment section, and I will, I'll give you the information on where to look, okay? It doesn't matter where you're coming from in the States or other places, just, ask me the question, and I'll answer to the best of my ability, and I will direct you to the links, the government links that, because you got to keep in mind, this immigration thing, it keeps changing. You got to be on top of it, okay? The immigration office, they keep changing rules, especially with this coronavirus shit. You got to keep an eye on which airports are open. So don't fly in China, okay? Right now, you're going to Southeast Asia, you're going to the Philippines. Don't choose a connecting flight that's connecting from the US to China and then to the Philippines. You choose Korea or choose somewhere else, okay? Or choose a direct flight. If you can afford it, choose a direct flight. All right? Peace out.